So there is a misconception about whether you can easily transfer the quantified self-movement into chronic disease management. Healthy people like to know the things that they can do to make their numbers get better and to make them feel better. The chronically sick don't like to know about their path towards gradual decline, however smooth or graceful that decline is. And on the whole, it's a different paradigm. It's the same technology, but it is a different approach. And the reason why we called the company Jointly originally was because we were joining together the different stakeholders, the different people that need to be involved in that data, and the data sharing. The patient is not the only person. It's the network of loved ones and caregivers around them who are, in fact, more interested in looking at the data. And then around that, the profession, the remote disease monitoring organizations, or indeed the clinicians in the hospital that discharged you or your GP. And it's joining together those constituents that is really, what is key. Sometimes for some people, a real amazingly deep knowledge about circadian rhythm of nocturnal dips in blood pressure being a good thing, or that disappearing being a bad thing, or heart rate variability being higher in the morning normally and then suddenly disappearing a few days before you get really sick, are all great, but you need to know who to give it to, in what language, in what form, in order to make the best earliest impact. And part of our technology, in fact, is not in the machine learning only. It's in understanding the mechanics of who is the right person to deliver what kind of information to at what time. And that's not always the patient. So Centrion is a platform which enables interpretation and decision support to be made from continuous data streams. And our first big real application of that is in something that's very close to my heart, and that is the management and optimization of people with the most serious conditions and preventing avoidable hospitalization. So we work with the chronically sick. Why? Because it's one of the biggest problems for our economies. It's a lot of suffering. It creates a lot of tangential issues that are worth addressing. But it's also a huge market as well. And chronic disease management at home is a place where all these new data streams are coming. There's no place for it within the EMR. There is no way of capturing the decision support within a clinic or a hospital. It's a new industry that's developing with the kind of disease management plans that are taking risk and trying to keep people healthy and happy at home.